It's important to identify the context in which these behaviors are observed, which may include things like avoidance or looking away. They may be intently sniffing the floor, they may be yawning, or they may be sniffing or scratching themselves. And it's important to take note of these things. While they might not be alarming, they're important to take note of. Dogs that are displaying behaviors that are intended to increase distance, we call this distance increasing behaviors. Dogs are communicating a need for space, and they may be displaying some signals such as avoidance. They might be doing that look away. They might be moving away from you. They may start to get stiff. They may turn their head to the side and display whale eye. They may vocalize by growling, barking. They may even show their teeth. Dogs, they might try to hide behind their owners. They might be trying to escape the room. So it's important to take note of these behaviors so that we can take appropriate actions. Identifying appeasement signals. So when dogs are displaying appeasement signals, it can be oftentimes described as submissive behaviors. So these dogs, they may approach or with a lowered body. Their tail may still be wagging, although the tail would be in a lowered position, oftentimes with a closed mouth, a lot of lip licking. They may display a furrowed brow. If you approach a dog like this, they may roll onto their back. It's important to take note of these behaviors because appeasement signals and submissive behaviors can oftentimes lead to a bite if not handled correctly. Trainer-only protocols are meant to protect not only the dogs, but staff, volunteers, apprentices, and anyone affected with handling of that dog during class. And so with trainer-only protocols, we want to identify any possible behavior that would indicate a need for this designation. And so when we're training classes, it's important to watch for signs of stress that would be an above average level of stress that that dog is displaying in that moment that would qualify for trainer only. See our trainer only protocols and familiarize yourself with those protocols. It's important to watch for common signs that would help us make this designation. That might include trying to escape, trying to hide, or cower underneath a chair. They might start jumping up on their owners. You might see some body language like flattening of the ears. They may have a closed mouth. They may have a hard stare or displaying whale eye. They may be obsessively sniffing the floor, scratching, and yawning in an above average amount. If you notice any of these signs from a dog or observe any of this body language that is concerning, please bring that up to the lead trainer when you're able to do so that trainer can listen to what you have to say and make the appropriate, take the appropriate action. So they may communicate with the owner what was observed, and so that the owner understands why we are placing this designation on the dog. When a trainer-only designation is applied to a dog, we need to take the appropriate actions. And so if the trainer designates trainer-only, they would then make notes in mind-body when it's appropriate to do so. As an apprentice, if you see a trainer-only designation note on a dog in mind-body, please do not try to interact with that dog. Any interactions with that dog should be handled by the lead trainer only. Some dogs just aren't suitable for our group classes. This might be because they are displaying an unmanageable level of stress, fear, or reactivity towards other people, other dogs, or sometimes even noises. In these cases, then our group classes are just not the ideal learning environment for these dogs. And as trainers, we need to give these our students other options. This might include behavior helpline support or private lessons. We also offer virtual group classes, so they may be able to take our group classes from home. In other cases, we would refer in-home training to these students. Watch for signs of reactivity from dogs in group classes. This might be a good indication that they may not be suitable for class. And watching for behaviors or body language such as hard staring, getting very stiff, trying to escape, or vocalizing at other people or other dogs, which may include showing their teeth, growling, barking, snapping, or lunging. What do we do when we do find ourselves in a group class and a student has gotten into that class and their dog is displaying these behaviors? Well, we do screen all of our students before they attend their first class. And while we're very good at catching most of these things through our screening process, sometimes a dog will come into class that is just overwhelmed, and we need to dismiss them from class because they're not suitable or safe to be in class anymore. Well, as a trainer, this puts you in a position to be very empathetic with the owner or with the student, because you have to keep in mind that they are frustrated, they're embarrassed from these behaviors, and what you do with your next steps is very important, because we need to assure them that they do not have a bad dog, and that we are here to assist them in any capacity that we can, and that might include email support, behavior helpline support, virtual group classes, and in-home referrals. We can follow up with a phone call after classes or an email. As an apprentice, if you notice any of these behaviors that are concerning and may lead you to think that a dog may not be suitable for group classes, please take action and communicate that with the lead trainer on observable behavior, which includes their actual behaviors and their body language that you have witnessed.